am Jose Murillo from Banorte, the second largest financial institution in Mexico City, where I am the Chief Analytic Officer. The first project that we undertook in analytics that was very successful was in reducing the cost of risk. And that was a good bet in the sense that it was somewhere where we could have huge results, huge profits in the short term, easy to measure, and that yielded the analytic business unit a high degree of credibility. And we started, after that, we started to move to reducing costs in operational costs, financial costs, and to the income generation side, doing cross-sell, upsell strategies that have been very successful. And probably a large part of the thing is to be able to measure those concrete results, and for that it's easier on the cost side. On the income side, it's a bit more difficult to prove that. And for that, you need to apply some techniques like A/B testing or champion challenger that you need to do that, and to have the right information on how to measure these extra yields that you're generating, such as customer lifetime value, that how does it changes when they acquire a new product. At this point, the use of data that we have at Banorte, it's mainly internal data, and we derive large profits from there, and in some cases, that internal data is enhanced with external data. But at this point, the large profits from the projects that we've undertaken are largely from structured internal data. We're working already on projects with unstructured data, mainly internal data, and we are also starting to make some experimenting with external data. In the next 24 months that are coming, the way that we do things are certainly going to change. We were able to materialize significant gains from cost-cutting strategies or income generation strategies that were huge opportunities. In the coming months, with the gained credibility that we've earned, we are moving towards implementing more artificial intelligence algorithms to be able to drive higher incomes. Also, we are changing the type of data that we rely on. We basically relied on internal data. Now we are moving to use internal structured data. Now we are moving to use more non-structured data. The things that gets me early in the morning to wake up and feel pumped up to go to work is that there's a tremendous excitement right now at Banorte, because every day we have a new idea and we have the potential of have a quick implementation. There's an advantage with respect to our peers in the sense that probably our competitors have analytics units, but they are not in Mexico. So we have a velocity of implementation that our competitors don't have. As I said at some point, last year we met by a tenfold our target. So we're not playing anymore for survival or to prove. It's just for the mere enjoyment of doing the things right for our customers, for our shareholders, and for the employees that work at Banorte, I guess. Some of the lessons that we learned in setting up the analytics business unit probably the first one is that, yes, you need to know very well your math. You need to have quantitative expertise. And it's also evident that you need to have business knowledge, a profound business knowledge. But there's another two legs that we find that are very important. The first one is that you need to be able to build consensus among different stakeholders. And the second one is that you need to be very good at communicating what are your ideas and what are the results, so that a firm that is going through a transformative process, they're able to discern among the different things that are going on, what's the analytics contribution. Another lesson that I've learned during this course of setting up the analytics unit, it's that part of it's to have the right incentives, in a sense that when it's one of these units is set up, you don't want it to have a rivalry with the business that you are supposed to help. So having the right incentives and allocating the analytic business unit at the right place, ideally at some neutral position within the company, as in my case with the chief operating officer, that proved to be something that worked really well. The thing that it's the big changer in an analytics business unit is the fact of having the right technology and having access to data. And I guess those are the two main pillars that might change things. In our case, and probably that's a struggle that some of the firms might be facing, is to have the sponsorship of the C-suite, to have the right incentives, and to have the right people. But once you've done that, some of the things that are really hard is that you find a technology that that you know it's the right technology, but its implementation it's hard, and you have to get involved, and it's not something that and also in building the data, the EDWs or the data lakes that you have. They are not islands on itself. IT and data governance are two things that need to work very close with analytics for the latter to be successful.